Coming up next, it's a UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man. But as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He'll try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at A+ level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters with similar height and reach. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Leon Rocky Edwardsa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 9 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Hamzat Chimaev. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here. Let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway, and we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is just...
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of the submissions to pop here tonight. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
Got the single collar tie.
He lands a big knee to the body.
Clean with the right hook. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Working on a guillotine.
He's attacking guillotine.
The strikes here off of his back by Edwards. Oh, he tagged him with the punch there, DC. That's an educated left hand.
He's got great timing with his left hand.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Edwards. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position. He needs to
fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Close guard. Oh, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the...
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. An attack an armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy...
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
I want you to set those kicks.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Ready? Ready?
Round two here.
Nice looping punch.
And he landed the right hand there. Ooh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and then trying to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out of Muay Thai punch.
Well, he's got the kicking game going tonight. Lands another one there.
A beautiful kick, and all I can think of, better him than me.
Oh! Oh, straight right. Lands a nice 1-2. Oh!
Right hand punch from the clinch.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat, chest to the mat. There it is. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Go, guys, work! Create a scramble, let's go!
1 minute to go in round two. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be. If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Final seconds here of round two. And there comes the separation now. right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights, DC. And few strikes in MMA are as damaging as the elbows, and he had it going there early.
And it only takes one. If one lands perfectly, you get cut, you get ripped apart. That's why Tony Ferguson is just so nasty, because the moment you come into contact with him, he just starts throwing those nasty bows. And this guy did a great job of employing that strategy over the course of that round. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow it? Big punch from the clinch.
Good takedown. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Now he's going to attack a triangle choke here.
Oh, nice.
And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control, because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes, oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Brilliant submission defense there. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Maybe a late submission here. And that will do it.
He's done, he's done. Oh my goodness, what a fight.
And to get the submission that late in the fight is most impressive, because you're dealing with sweat and blood and fatigue and a lot of different elements that play out over a 15 or 25-minute fight. But his technique didn't suffer, right? A lot of fighters, when they get fatigued, maybe the technique suffers a little bit. Not the case with this fighter here tonight. Locked it in and forced his opponent out of the fight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you.
The official decision is inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke, Hamzat Boys!